buddy.
Do y'all need me to drive this bitch? Cause what the fuck is the problem? Let's go! Let's fucking go!
She got people, let's go.
What the fuck y'all talking about? Don't have me sitting no motherfucking where?
My buddy. And then LMA. They both need some probiotics, I think. Buddy! What you doing, buddy? I'm so tired. I like literally just woke up. Yes, I'm wearing the shirt that I wore yesterday. But yep, I just woke up. It's like 9 in the morning. Playing Batman. And yeah, that's basically just it. I gotta work today, which I don't want to do.
I understand your kids come first, but do this so you can take care of your kids. This is your life.
I
You
know
got
this is
it.
my life.
Okay, well, do something.
So this is the outfit I'm wearing to work. I have to work, unfortunately. But yep, this is the outfit. 360. And yeah, like, it's gonna be a good day, I hope. Like, never know. I really want to drink so bad. Like, I want to drink, or I want to like do a big ass line, but I can't because my ID is expired, so they won't sell to me. Like, they won't sell, you know, alcohol to me because my ID is expired. And then two, I'm just trying to stay clean, so I can't do any lines.
Was exactly what I needed.
It was therapy.
It was therapy. It was a form of therapy that is equally as important.
Yeah, I can't do hard drugs no more. That sucks. My day is about to be horrible. I can't even drink alcohol, really, because when I drink, it like turns into this. A big ass pimple. I'm planning on covering up with a band-aid because it looks really bad. But yeah, that's that. But yeah, I really don't want to go to work, but I have to, so hopefully it's a good day. You never know. So yeah, that's that.
Wrong one. Get that hoe. Take that hoe. Take that. Take that. Let our hair go. Let our hair go.
Hey y'all. Hard. We've been working hard all night. Harder than Christina works.
Oh my.
My buddy, my buddy. Him wide awake. You're wide awake. Him just wide awake, ready to play. I'm tired. It's just a buddy. Look at Omay. She's up and ready too. Buddy. This week has just been a week. If only video games were real. When I was a kid, me and my 4 brothers lived with my biological mother up until I was in 1st grade. And they were 2 older brothers were older than me, and then I had a younger brother. And yeah, we all had separate dads, but the same mom, so we lived together with our mom, Jackie McLaughlin. And yeah, here's Jackie for just so you know who she is. So yeah, that's my mom. That's who I got back in touch with in December of 2024, and that's the person who caused me to relapse. I went back to her because I wanted a mother. I wanted someone that I needed at the time because my life was like kind of going bad. And yeah, she decided to take me on a bender that lasted up until the end of last month, knowing that I was, you know, recovering. But it's my own fault, I guess I took it, so. But that's not the story that we're talking about today. We're talking about how she lost 4 kids that she didn't even want. So I realized I don't want to talk about this yet, right now. So that's not the point of the video. We're not talking about my biological mother and what she did to me and my 4 brothers on the span of like years. But at one point, Children's Services came and they took us away from her. So me and my 3 brothers moved in with my grandma, Carla, my rich grandma, the one who I just recently cut off because she was trying to get me help. So my grandma and grandpa, they're rich. They both have jobs. My grandpa, he works out of state. My grandma, she works in state, but like at some like office job. Anyways, they have a son, which is my older brother's age, which is my uncle. So they have a son named Robbie, my uncle Robbie. And yeah, it was just, I mean, a lot. Me and my 4 brothers moved out of my mom's house and been with my grandma because my grandma, she said she wanted to take us so the state didn't separate us. So she took us all 4 in. And yeah, my grandpa, he had to work out of state, like I said. So my grandma is raising 5 boys essentially by herself. And yeah, you could just imagine, like, and this lasted for like a year. They gave us a good Christmas once, like with all kinds of like expensive shit. They just gave us a really good life. We did have visitation of my biological mother once, but she only came once and then she never came again. And yeah, that was the last thing we seen of my biological mother. She lost her kids because she was neglectful and abusive. And yeah, I mean, I don't know why we would think that she would, you know, have visitation or anything, but she only went to 1 visitation. Here's some pictures from that. So yeah, she went to 1 visitation. If you notice in the pictures, there's only 3 boys. That's because my oldest brother, Jordan, did not want nothing to do with her. After the events of what we went through with her and got taken away from her, like, he just did not want nothing to do with her. You know, it's my older brother, so he, you know, we all went through the same, really, but he, like, since he was older, he knew, you know, oh, this bitch is doing drugs in front of us, and oh, this bitch is, like, abusing us, like, you know, this isn't just punishments, like, at one point, he was even stabbed with a knife by her. But like I said, there's a lot that happened when we lived with her, and I'm not going to get into that in this video. I just can't. I just can't. That's too much. But I mean, after all that, Children's Services got involved and they took us all away from her, and we was gonna get sent to the state because our dads didn't want us. But my grandma, she took us all in, so so we didn't get separated. So yeah, she took us all in, and she was raising 5 boys, you know, her 4 grandkids plus her son, for like a long time. My grandpa was working out of state. He'd come back every once in a while, but he just had to work out of state, so he couldn't. So yeah, she was raising 5 boys. It was stressful for her, really, really stressful. We were bad kids too, you know, like we weren't the best. I remember in 2nd grade, I lived with my grandma and grandpa, and the whole year I did not do any of my homework at all. Like, I did not do any homework, I did not do any assignments, I didn't do shit in that class. And yeah, I would never have recess. I would always stay inside because I had to do my homework that I didn't do before. And it got to the point where, like, during like parent-teacher conference, my grandparents went up there, and I got in so much trouble. My teacher told my grandparents everything, and they was like, and they're strict, like they're strict. So yeah, I was grounded. First time I was ever grounded, and actually got like a punishment that wasn't like, you know, my teeth getting knocked out or something like that. But yeah, I got my first punishment and I was grounded. So I could not watch any TV. I could not play. I had to read books and do my homework. And that's all I did. And yeah, to this day, I still read more books than my brothers or anybody in my family. Like, that really just, like, I don't know, like, the 2 weeks that I was forced to read books really caused me to, like, read books. Like, I, like, learned, oh, I love reading. Like, this is amazing. Like, who needs a TV when you can read something better? Like, so that's what I did. But yeah, you know, they helped me to read. They helped me to become the person I am today, like, smarter, wise, and, you know. But yeah, one day my grandma, she just couldn't do it no more. My uncle Robbie was graduating high school, so we was making a party for him. And we was getting ready for it. We was cleaning the house and everything, you know, making this house look nice. And yeah, my older brother, Jordan, he spills milk in the kitchen after we just cleaned it. He spills this milk, and it gets everywhere in this kitchen. And my grandma, she just, like, usually she yells, screams, you know, like, usually she's just doing the most. But she was silent, just staring at the milk. And yeah, my brother over here, he fucked up. He was like, "It's just milk, Grandma. It's just milk, Grandma." You could tell that she snapped. I mean, 2 years of raising 5 boys by herself with no hope of, you know, things getting better. She snapped. So she didn't say shit. She just turned around and she walked out of the house and left. We had to call my grandpa and be like, "Hey, Grandma just left." Like, didn't say anything. She just left. And she has not been home. Like, where is she? Like, so, I mean, that's why I can't hold it against my grandma, because, you know, she really, really tried. She tried to raise all of us. Like, you know, she tried to keep us together and raise us and give us the good life that we had wanted. But she can't do that. She couldn't do that. And she tried and she couldn't. And really, there was only one thing left she could do. So as I mentioned before, we all have separate dads but the same mom. My 2 older brothers have the same dad. Then I have a different dad. And then my little brother has a different dad from all of us. So my grandma, she packed us up into her car, you know, had us pack up our belongings, and then slowly, one by one, she dropped us off at her dad's. So yeah, she was done. You know, she wanted to keep us together so we wouldn't get separated, but in the end, we got separated. And, you know, she tried her best, but I will give her credit, because she did, like, you know, do this, like, separate us, like, drop us off at our dad's, you know, like, just give up. But she scheduled it so, like, every other weekend, we would all come together at her house, you know, like, for visitation. So we would still go to my grandma's house every other weekend. But yeah, she couldn't do it no more. And I don't blame her. I really don't. I just don't, you know. That woman has done so much for me that I just respect her so much, you know. Like, I wouldn't be here today without her. I wouldn't. I would be in fucking foster care or something in a different state probably, because, you know, I mean, once CPS came, they was loading us all in different places. They was like, okay, we gotta go. Like, I mean, it's really sad when you think about it, but she really tried her best, her and my grandpa, and they just couldn't do it. But they still took care of us, like, afterwards, you know. They still, every other weekend, we'd go over to their house, you know. Like, they'd still do their best. So as the years went on, my 2 older brothers, they got older to the point where they graduated high school, and they don't want to go over to their grandparents' house and visit their little brothers every other weekend. So they just stopped coming. So every other weekend, it would just be me and my little brother going to my grandparents' house, you know, to visit each other. And yeah, once I got into like high school, my grandma was like, hey, do you want your mom back in your life? And I was like, I don't know, you know. But me and my little brother, we eventually, you know, came to the conclusion we do. So we set it up to every other weekend. Me, my little brother, Jaden, and my mom would go to my grandparents' house for visitation. And yeah, this went on for like a year, but didn't last long. My mom, she was doing drugs still, obviously, and she was hiding it. It got to the point where my uncle Robbie, he started doing drugs because she started getting him high. She started getting her own little brother high on drugs, which caused drama for my grandparents because, you know, they just didn't want their little boy going through that. Like, they was just, you know, it's really bad. Anyways, one day it was like found out once my Uncle Robbie went to rehab, my grandparents found out that my mom was giving him the drugs and got him on drugs. And yeah, now they have to go through these like every other weekend. We have to have a visitation together, and they have to keep their mouth shut because they want to kill this bitch, but they gotta just keep their mouth shut, you know. So they kept their mouth shut for like a couple weeks. But one day, my mom, she didn't have drugs, so she was like really tired and just trying to sleep on the couch. And my grandpa, he was like, no, you're gonna spend time with your kids. And she was like, no, I'm not. And he jerked her ass up off that couch. And yeah, I mean, it was just terrible after that. She tried to kill him. She tried to kill him in front of me and my little brother. A huge fight ensued. A huge fist fight. Oh my God, it was so bad. Like, my grandpa was just getting scratched up, cut ups, like, you know, like she was just hitting him with all types of shit, breaking shit over his head. Like, he was just taking this shit too. And it got to the point where he was like, you know, if I keep like letting her do this, I'm gonna die. So he finally, you know, like he finally fought back and tore this bitch up right in front of us. And we're just like, so yeah, I get my little brother out of the house and I call my grandma because she was at bingo, and she comes back to the house, and the police, they come and they separate everything. And then yeah, that's the last time I see my mom and my little brother, because we go to court a month later and my mom signs away her rights to all of us boys, you know. And yeah, my little brother's dad keeps him from seeing us because, you know, he just doesn't want my little brother in that environment. And then yeah, that's just that. I graduate high school, I move on with my life, and then December 2024, I'm like, hey, maybe my mom has changed. And unfortunately, I realized she didn't. But yeah. Well, I will make a video one day talking about like what me and my brothers went through when we lived with my mom. But a lot of traumatic stuff happened there, you know, like a lot. So much that I don't even want to talk about it because, you know, I just don't want to get into that. I don't. You know, you can watch some of my past videos and you can just, you know, put context clues together. One of the videos where I was attacked by a dog and had my ear nearly ripped off, that's when I lived with my mom. She was not watching me. She was not paying attention to me. She did not care. Like, you know, she let me, you know, get attacked by a dog so badly I nearly died. Like, oh, and before that, I ate a whole bunch of poisonous berries and had an allergic reaction and nearly died. You know, the reason I was outside eating poisonous berries was because this bitch didn't feed me for days, like, and I was just starved, like. So, I mean, you can just, like, look at the past videos and see some of the stuff that went on there, but a lot went on. A lot. Like I said, my older brother, Jordan, was stabbed at one point. Well, not really, like, stabbed, but she wanted a knife, and he gave her some butcher knife. But anyways, she asked for a knife. He gave her some big ass kitchen butcher knife that like Michael Myers would use to kill somebody. And yeah, she was trying to like cut up a steak or something. I don't even know. But she was like, how am I supposed to cut this with this big ass knife? And like, I guess she wanted a steak knife or something. I don't know. But she grabs a knife and she throws it at my older brother and it hits him. And yeah, it don't impale him. It don't like go into his body. It don't like, you know, it's not like the movies. Really, it cut him open, but it was like a deep ass cut. Like it was a deep ass cut on his like side because she threw this knife, you know? Like if she was closer, most definitely the knife would have went inside of him, you know? Like it would have impaled him, but it didn't. It just really like, it really just slashed him, but it was really deep and it was really like I can't say it's a cut because it wasn't a cut. It was actually a stab, but like, you know, she fucking stabbed him. And I mean, he kind of just held his side and looked at her for a second, you know, like what the fuck? Like we didn't think the knife actually went in him or like hurt him because it fell on the ground, you know? So we're just like, oh, you know, it's a dark house, but no, I mean, but yeah, that's just one of the things. Like that's not even the worst thing. You know what I mean? That's not even the worst thing. It's not. It's far from it. Like, it's far. Like, it's like I will tell these stories about what happened when we lived with my mother, and people will be like, and you still talk to her afterwards? Like, you still feel bad for her? Like, it's like, yeah. It's like, yep. It's like, I don't know. She's a monster. She's truly a monster, and I don't want to talk about it. I don't. Because there's just too much with it. Way too much with it. It's like, damn. My body. Believe it or not, I'm a blonde. I used to have blonde hair until I moved out of my mom's. And then now it's brown. But I used to have blonde ass hair. Like, blonde. Like. Yep, that's the video for today. Yep. Don't know how to end it after all that, but that's the video. Buddy! Say goodbye, buddy. Say bye. Say goodbye. He's just a little baby. I love my boy. Oh, man. She's always on the floor, dude. My boy. Real quick, I want to clarify. Right now I live with, I moved in with my dad and my stepmom when I was in middle school after I left my grandma's house because she just dropped us off, you know? So, yeah, I moved in with my dad and my stepmom, and yeah, they've been, you know, I've been here since. I've been living with them since. I'm 22 now. Yeah, I've just been living with them since. My stepmom is amazing. I love her so much. She's like my actual mom. You know, so, but I don't really mention her in my videos, and I haven't mentioned her in this video, but she's currently at work, you know, but yeah, I really love and appreciate her, and yeah, she's my real mom, my stepmom. She's my real mom. She's the only one who really cares and took care of me.
Can I get a coffee, please? Can I get a coffee, please? I'm sorry, can I get... Can I get my coffee, please? Can I get my coffee, please?